morning guys, I'm Average Dom Slim and it's another gorgeous morning in paradise. Welcome back to another half marathon training vlog. I'm gonna go for a little jog of my neighbourhood and talk to you about all things my training, how I'm currently structuring my training regime, go into a bit of my data, mention some indicators of my progress to know that I'm getting a little bit fitter, talk about some setbacks, and I also have some news for you. So make sure you stick around because it's pretty exciting. So I hope you enjoy. If you do, you know what to do. I don't even have to subscribe. I mean, I didn't even have to say, damn it.
I like where it's going, where this is going, like what you're doing. So let me be honest. Yeah, I want you always.
So as many of you know, my current training comes in the context of a stress fracture in June 2024. That took me out of the game for a long time. So I've been building back over months and months and months. It's been a long road. So the fact that for the last 2 months, every week I've run over 60 Ks, I'm pretty happy with. I'm pretty proud of myself. And I think I should be. So I'm currently running 5 days a week, but I'm doing about 10 or 11 workouts a week with all my cross training combined. And in April, I did 45 hours of training. That is the most training I've done, I think, in any month ever. So it certainly feels amazing to have some consistency in my training, and that 45 hours is made up of running, gym, bike, and swim. So I've got a lot of variety in my regime at the moment, which I'm very much enjoying. I'm doing 1 session a week at the moment, usually on a Tuesday, but sometimes on a Saturday or a Friday, randomly. And my long run is really driving the increase in mileage. So I've tried to build that long run up consistently, and that's got me the extra mileage. I think I said the same thing twice. The data is looking good, it's looking consistent, it's looking steady. But within that data, how am I measuring my progress? How do I know I'm getting fitter and better at running all over again? Well, one is the long run itself. It's not only increasing the long run, but I measure how I feel on the Sunday, throughout the day after the long run, how well I recover, how tired I am during the day, whether I'm napping and moping around on the couch, or whether I get restless again and want to go for a walk. And yesterday, I was so energetic after my 26 Ks. I did all sorts of stuff in the day and went for a walk and felt great. I was buzzing. So this is a sign that I'm getting fitter, which I'm very happy with. Now I've run a handful of fast 5K park runs, and these are another great measure of your progress. How are you going? Obviously, I'm nowhere near close to where I was when I was running PBs, but I've made some progress. So in the last 2 months, I think I've gone from maybe mid 17s down to the lower 17s. It's not huge progress, but it's moving in the right direction. And that's only from maybe 3 or 4 attempts at the 5K. Another indicator is how you're going in your threshold workouts. If you do threshold training, what that threshold pace is at. Now I haven't done too many thresholds yet, but I did a little baseline test of my threshold the other week. After a 5K park run, I took a minute or 2 rest, and then I went straight into a 4K threshold just to gauge where my fitness is at, and gauge where that threshold pace is at. I actually can't remember what I did, but I think it was somewhere between maybe 335s and 340s, something like that, which, yeah, that made me feel good. It gave me a lot of confidence. And I know I said I'd properly start threshold training a little while ago, if you look back at some of my videos, but I'll get to this in my setbacks in a sec, that I haven't been feeling perfect. So so I didn't want to push the intensity too soon. But I do hope to do another threshold this week. Okay, I had to stop for this one. This one's kind of a big deal. I have some news. And it's not that Asefa ran a fantastic race at the London Marathon.
And she's trying to become the fastest woman ever in a women's only race, and I think she's going to do it.
It's not that. And since the last time I made a video, Liverpool won the EPL.
Liverpool are the champions of the Premier League. Liverpool are back on the perch.
But that's not even my news. The news, even more exciting than both those things, is I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna be a dad! For me, this is the most exciting thing in my whole life. It's a life goal of mine to be a dad, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so, so beautiful. My partner, Ro, she's been incredible through this pregnancy, and she is just an angel on this earth and the love of my life. So to be having a child with her is just sensational. It's magical, and I can't wait for my little one to be faster than I am. Okay, let's go. Oh, buddy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, what can you do? You're probably thinking, why the heck are you on this muddy trail if you're in white Mizuno Neo Zens? And I'm thinking the exact same thing to myself. It's stupid. But long story. Well, we weren't going to run here this morning, basically. I wore shoes for the road, for the path, not for this muddy ass trail. But speaking of shoes, I wanted to touch on two pairs of shoes that I'm wearing at the moment that I'm absolutely loving. Oh, that's so muddy. One are these. Now, I don't recommend them for the trails. Firstly, they're white, and secondly, they don't have the best grip, but they're not designed for the trails at all. But these Mizuno Neo Zens, I love them, man. They're such a good easy day shoe, but I'll get into that in a proper review later on. The other one are the Asics Nova Blast 5. I've probably done 100 Ks in both these pairs of shoes over the last couple of months, and man, these are two decent pairs of shoes I am loving in my training. So let me know what you're wearing at the moment in the comments below, what you're loving. Now, setbacks. Oh man. See, unfortunately, since the beginning of this injury, I don't think I've gone more than 3 or 4 weeks with the foot feeling absolutely perfect, which is an absolute shame. Now, from everything that I've read and everything that I'm feeling, I don't think the foot is refractured, so that's a really good sign. However, I think from having a fractured foot, being off the foot for what was it, 6 to 8 weeks on crutches, it's sort of changed several things in the way I run and in my foot itself and how it feels, and man, things are being a little bit off kilter. My most recent thing is a numb big toe, so that's a lot of fun. Anyway, these are the sorts of feelings in my foot that have stopped me from going hard into the intensity and just keeping my sort of cautious approach to training. I just wanted to note, training is not perfect. It's never going to be perfect, and you're going to have setbacks, but I keep going and I'm going to get there. Man, if it seems like I've picked up the pace, that's because I have messed up the timing of my run, and now I'm like late for coffee with my baby mama, so I'm fanging it. Let's go. So what's coming up? Well, GC half marathon in the not too distant future, and even before that, something I like to call fatherhood, which is pretty exciting. Guys, there's so much beauty in the world. You just gotta look for it. I'm Average Thompson. Do the right thing.